see this as sort of a celebration. I see this as sort of a congratulations and bon voyage as they head off to Paris with a piece of art from Eugene, Oregon, right? That is about the first time Wayne came and talked to me about this project. I think it was right after they came back from having a really large success at Burning Man, right? Yeah. And then they began to think about all the other things they could do with this and the way they could make it be more relevant to our community and across the country and apparently across the world. So, and I was saying to him earlier that for me, you know, we're a great city for arts and the outdoors, and we are rich in cultural talent, and there's every night of the week there's so many things to do and so many things to see here. But as we move into modern times, to have things that are really iconic of our community, and I think he would tell you that there is, you know, more than a little bit of inspiration from tie-dye. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's taking technology and art and who we are as a community and where we've come from, and as I heard him say earlier, and he'll probably say later, moving from the past into the future, right? And so that's very inspirational. So a year ago, the UN General Assembly and UNESCO proclaimed 2015 as the International Year of Light and Light-Based Technologies in recognition of the role that light and light science play in promoting sustainable development and working towards solutions to global challenges. The nexus between environment, climate change, art, all the things that we care about in our community. So I'm so happy to be here tonight to celebrate the participation of local artists and software developers in this event through their impressive 200-pound orb. The International Year of Light and its opening ceremony in Paris next month provides a huge benefit to our community for such a high-profile international event to involve artists from Eugene's. I have one request, and probably a lot of people would have the same request. I actually do have a Facebook site that has about 5,000 people on it. And anything you want to share from your trip, I would love to pop out to the public. So just letting you know. All right. This kind of technical artistic innovation is a wonderful example for what we can achieve locally. And I want to go back to that because you probably have a site, the city has a site, other people have a site. This is a way we share and learn from innovation and technology in our community as you take it around the world. And as I said, the electric tie-dye nature of this art speaks to Eugene's unique culture and history, and this event offers an opportunity to show the world, indeed, that we are passing from one generation to another. So I'm pleased to celebrate it and the trip, and I think, you want me to mention the sponsors? You're going to mention the sponsor? Okay, so with that, give them a big hand and a warm welcome.
Hello, thank you everyone. So as Kitty mentioned, we're taking this art to Paris as part of the International Year of Light. If you're curious, you can learn more about that at light2015.org. That's the site set up by UNESCO for the event. It's a huge honor to be invited to participate in the opening ceremony, and we're really grateful for the opportunity. We are thankful in particular to our sponsors that have made possible this trip to Paris for us. As you can imagine, taking our crew and the equipment to Paris is quite an expense for a small startup, and we're very grateful for their support. In particular, Intel is one of our main supporters. We're using Intel hardware as part of the control systems for the device, and yes, thank you, Intel. And in addition to computer processors, Intel also makes a host of smaller computer products designed for projects like this. Intel is an Oregon-based company, which not many people know, and we're grateful that they make toys that we can play with to do beautiful things like this. So thanks to Intel. Second, I'd like to thank the Oregon Storyboard. The Oregon Storyboard is fueling a new digital storytelling ecosystem in Oregon, and their goal is to increase the economic viability, innovation, impact, and stature of Oregon companies. We're grateful to the OSB for their support of our trip, and you can learn more about their exciting work at oregonstoryboard.org. Next, I'd like to thank the University of Oregon. The U of O hardly needs an introduction around here, especially after that last Ducks game. I think everybody knows who we are now. We're very grateful to the U of O for their vision in supporting us and our work both locally and abroad. Next, I'd like to thank Business Oregon. Business Oregon is the state's economic development agency. It works to create, retain, expand, and attract businesses that provide sustainable living wage jobs for all Oregonians. And we're very grateful for the programs put in place by this agency that make it possible for businesses like ours to make little ventures like this. So thanks to the state for putting that in place. Next, I'd like to thank Life Technologies, another local success story. Having recently merged with Thermo Fisher Scientific, Life Technologies is now one of the largest providers of scientific equipment in the world. It's really hard to believe that they are based here in Eugene, Oregon, and we're very grateful to them for supporting our work. Next, I'd like to thank Lane County. We're grateful to the county for putting aside funds to help with regional economic development. We understand that, in times like these, it can be challenging to decide where to allocate funds, but we believe strongly that attracting talent and just showcasing the types of things that we can do as a community on the world stage is really important and benefits the community strongly. So we're very grateful that Lane County and Travel Lane County have stepped up to assist us with this trip. So thank you. And finally, I'd like to thank one of our favorite restaurants in town, Marché. It's always a pleasure for us to take our clients there. It's sort of my go-to when I have people in town. It's always reliably tasty, which is quite a feat. We're having an event at Marché on the 17th as part of their champagne dinner. The Orb will be set up there, and we invite everyone to come and have a tasty meal and sit with us and look at the Orb. And that's it for sponsors. So thanks to all of us. And next, I think my partner Yona has a couple of words he'd like to say, and I'll hand it over to him.
Thank you, Wayne. I don't think I would be able to be so eloquent in thanking so many people so quickly. Thank you very much. I guess I'll start in the same vein, which is that I'd like to give a thank you, obviously, to Wayne Skipper, my business partner in Light of Play, Mayor Piercy for coming and speaking with us. And, I don't have a prepared statement, so I'm just going to say that 2 years ago, the idea of doing light art was a little gleam in my eye and several of my friends' eye at Burning Man. And over the last 2 years, I have been truly amazed at both what I have been able to accomplish, but really what all of the people around me have done to support me and support each other in making beautiful art and bringing a love of technology to an artistic perspective in a way that I did not realize was possible. Pardon me. So, they say Paris is the city of light, and I'm very excited to go there and make it a little brighter. This is probably as cheesy as it sounded. But it's going to be an amazing adventure. To everyone who's coming with us, I'm really, really excited. To everyone who's not going to be there, we will do our very best to send pictures back. If you can make it to Paris, 15th of January, 20th of January, please do. And otherwise, we'll be at the country fair and we'll be around town. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us.
We'll wrap up the speaking portion of the event. I encourage everyone to stick around, play with the orb. We have a little kiosk over there where you can actually control the orb with your fingers. It's quite entertaining. So yeah, please talk to us, play with the art, and thanks again to everyone for coming.